Hi, everybody. This is Jody Lester, or JL, and you are on Elevated Living at elevateme.org. And this is the Daily Lift. We are beginning our February series, and we should be all powered up from 2 months of the Power series. So let's talk about relationships this month. Since February is associated with the month of love, I think it's a good idea to get into the nuts and bolts of some of the things we've learned about relationships. No, I'm not a relationship expert. Have I helped people negotiate relationships, doing family counseling and doing some marriage counseling? Yes, I have. Have I learned some things from my own relationships? Yes, I have. So let's take this journey together. I look forward to your feedback. I look forward to your comments and your assessment of what we're discussing. But let's start with some of the basics. When we're talking about relationships, especially relationships of the romantic type, we need to really assign some basic definitions. And what are those definitions? Well, we need to decide what we want. What do we really like? What are we attracted to? What kind of person do we think will fit us? Well, let's step back a second because we need to really define a lot of things for ourselves. We need to define our likes. If you go back to the strategic planning series, you will see that we're supposed to be doing a SWOT analysis. That's not just for business. You can use that to help you with your relationships. If you do a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats on yourself, you should be able to get a really good grasp of what you need. Because if you look at that weakness list, those are probably the characteristics that you're going to benefit from in someone else. So we need to get some definitions down. And one of the most important definitions that we really need to get straight is the definition of love. What does that mean for us? If we're talking about being in a long-term relationship with somebody, what does love mean? What does it look like? What does it act like in our 20s, in our 30s, in our 40s, in our 50s, all the way to however long we think we might live on this earth? What is the day-to-day operations of love for the long term? Do we really have a good grasp of that? Are we thinking about that when we're entering into these contracts with one another? Are we thinking about how this is going to play out in the long run? And are our definitions clear? Are we defining what we like, what we don't like, what we need, what we want? Are all those things established such that when we come to the table in a relationship, we can state with most certainty all of these little points that could lead to contention if not made very clear right now? These are some of the things that we need to explore. Let's think about that. Let's think about that tonight, for the rest of the week. Define ourselves for ourselves. And then let's get clear on the definitions of the things that we want from a significant other. It'll make it a lot easier to either take what you really need from the people who you really want to be around you, or to not waste anybody's time and say, no, thank you. I'm not quite sure that what you are and your definitions are going to really complement what I am and my definitions. Sounds harsh, but it can save people a lot of pain, heartache, time, and difficulty in the long run. This has been Jody Lester, or JL, on Elevated Living at elevateme.org. And until we next connect, I am wishing you clear definitions, especially in the area of love, along with the very best of life. I'll talk to you tomorrow.